Subscribe to the Lightsport and Ultralight Flyer web video magazine with hundreds and hundreds of videos now online, including airshow coverage, Rotax engine tech tips, Rotax 377, 447, 503, 532, and 582 engine rebuilding videos, each 2 hours in length, propeller maintenance, advisories and repairs, VRS parachute saves, Bing carb updates, and much, much more. Get a yearly subscription at www.ultralightflyer.com. Dan, what do we got here?
Well, this is a little different than everything else we've ever seen, but it's a little bit like something I once saw and got to fly in. That was a Storch. This is a Criquet Storch. There was an original one of these, and it got a lot of fame because it helped rescue a certain scoundrel in Italy called Mussolini off a hillside once. And this is an airplane that's got characteristics about it that is different than most other airplanes. A tremendous amount of stroke in the landing gear. You can see the leading edge slat up here. It's a very slow flying, capable of very slow flight in very rough conditions. But I get very much farther along in this talk, and I'm not going to be able to answer questions about it because this animal's kind of strange to me, but it snuck up on me. I keep pretty close track of what the new SLSAs are. Here's one that got under my radar. Welcome to the newest. This is going to be on my list, number 113 SLSA, the Criquet Storch. Representing it from You Fly It, Dennis.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the airplane. Besides what I can see here, which looks like a pretty accurate reproduction of all the multiple angles and stuff. Your camera's going to have to come inside in a minute, but it looks, it's not exactly true in every way, I'm sure, but it certainly conveys the same image that I remember from the big old Storch.
Yep, that's
So
correct.
tell me a little bit about the project, where it's at.
Okay, it's and that's true, Dan. They tried to keep that as close as possible they could to the original when they scaled it down. It's a 75% scaled reproduction. SLSA certification late last year, and 16 of them flying here currently worldwide. And
16 flying right now,
16 flying
okay.
currently, yep.
Now, where's it manufactured?
Component parts are manufactured in Colombia. They're sent here to our facility in Florida. We do the final assembly and the certification here in Florida.
So that would make you the record holder then of, since you're doing the final assembly here, you would be the manufacturer of record.
The manufacturer of record is a U.S. corporation.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And that corporation is Criquet Aviation.
That's correct.
Criquet Aviation.
Criquet Aviation, yep.
Okay, great. Well, tell me a little bit about the performance characteristics of the airplane and what it's optimized to do. I said it's a rough field airplane with slow flying characteristics. Go beyond that a little bit.
Okay. That's just, you can look at it, you can see it. It obviously has great STOL capabilities, takeoff and landing in 100 feet or less. Great climb rates. The SLSA version is powered by Rotax 912S of 100 horsepower. The amateur-built category aircraft can have up to 160 horsepower Lycoming engines. And I don't know how to describe it better than super STOL performance. That really is its mission. It's not a fast airplane.
What is the cruise speed?
Cruise speed about 70 miles an hour. Flat out level speed about 100 miles. Or I'm sorry, that's optimistic. about 80 miles an hour.
I was going to say the one I flew. Boy, you just sort of trundled along, but
yeah.
Man, it got up. It climbs really quickly, though, does it not? Because it's a big,
Yep.
it's a pretty big wing.
Yep, and does have leading edge slats, so the slow flight characteristics are good. It's great climb rate, good visibility, just all around, interesting SLSA airplane to fly.
So the good visibility part, we're going to have to stick your camera inside a little bit, and because it's just interesting the way it looks. It's like looking out of a diamond or something like that, except that it's not. That would be hard to see out of. This just has little windows everywhere. How many pieces of window are in this airplane?
I've never
It's got to be 20, I bet,
Yeah.
or something. So, but it's kind of what makes the airplane look terribly distinctive and give it some of its really neat qualities. Let's go have a look inside.
Dan, you want floats or something up there?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? That's a pretty good reproduction of it, but boy, yeah, you're way up off the ground here. But if you're going to have that long stroke length in the main landing gear, you've got to beat this high off the ground. That's part of the action. But here I'm sitting up here, and I love this kind of feature here. This is another pretty accurate reproduction from the original. A flap handle with a chain drive. Now, when's the last time you saw that on any airplane, much less on an SLSA? In my experience, never. So. And what your camera can't see is there's a panel right here, right on the wing root. It's got all my circuit breakers, my main switches for alternator, battery, and so forth, plus a voltmeter. And tell me about fuel, Dennis.
Fuel? 16 gallons per side, 15 usable per side. So you have 30 gallons.
30 gallons of fuel. Wow.
Yeah.
How long? And this you're using in this particular one? You mentioned a number of different engines. I assume you're using the Rotax 912 100 horse.
100 horse.
Because you might as well have all that power if you're going to make it do its magic. So that's
right.
pretty cool. But how long can you fly in endurance? Because speed obviously is not the point here. But
yeah.
how long can you endure in this airplane with 30 gallons of gasoline?
Yeah, if you figure you're using, let's say conservatively 5 gallons an hour. What is that? 6 hours worth of fly time on your
6 hours.
Full tanks. Yeah.
So fortunately, there is a bathroom in the back, and that'll work just fine. Well, there's not, but I'd need one if I was going to stay up that long. Simple equipment, the panel, all-around gauges, but what else would you expect? This is kind of a, I'm trying to move my leg out of the way here a little bit so you can see a little better. Nice finish work in here, just nice touches like wood tops on the control arms, and dual joysticks, front and rear, dual pedals, front and rear, dual toe brakes, heel brakes, front and rear. So it's a perfectly capable airplane to go teach somebody how to do a little flying in. Although when they learn how to fly this airplane, they may have to go do a little relearning to fly a different airplane, I suspect. What is it like to fly this airplane, since I've not gotten that pleasure yet, Dennis?
You know, it is. I don't really think I can compare it to anything else that I've flown. Its flight characteristics all as well. It's stable. It's smooth. All that stuff's good. The controls are balanced real well. But it is a unique airplane to be in. Visibility, unlike anything else I've ever been in. The attitude you're sitting at, again, unlike anything else that I've been in, but just a sweet airplane to fly. You'll give you the opportunity to fly it, Dan. I'm sure you'll like it.
I'm looking forward to it. Dennis has promised. Now that I'm living in Florida, he's only a hop, skip, and a jump, almost literally away from me. So we'll be looking forward to getting a little flight in this thing here pretty soon, and we'll have more news on that later. But for now, if we want to get more information, your website is criquetaviation.com.
Criquetaviation.com is the website that's dedicated strictly to this plane. The information is also on our website at www.uflyit.com.
And uflyit is u-fly-it.com.
It's actually just uflyit.com with no dashes.
Okay. Just spelling it out that way to make it all clear to all of us, so that's good. So once again, criquetaviation.com, and we'll have that appearing on the screen about now, so that's how you spell it, that's how you get it.
And we're looking forward to a flight report on this, and where and when.
I was just waiting to load for the axe there. Yep, I'll have it on bydanjohnson.com pretty soon, bydanjohnson.com, and here's one you're going to look forward to. Great.